In parts 1 and 2, I introduce you to what is really going on in our world as far as the controllers or the elite, and that there are hundreds of thousands of people born here on Earth who are called starseeds in the West, who are here to help humanity transform into our true selves, and so we can create Satyug or Golden Age. I just want you to understand that yes, the dark energy of this world does have its forces, but so does the divine or light energy of this world. It has its forces or warriors also. Starseeds are part of the light and love forces. I wrote about this in my work and in my free book. In part 2, I also said that what if there's a very simple formula that can take people out of the mind matrix and can connect you to who you really are, which is spirit soul. Let me give you a great analogy of this from my own life. When I was 7, my family left Bharat, and we used to live in the Philippines. But we used to travel every year to Bharat for summer vacation for 2 or 3 months. Every time I got on a flight, every time the plane landed, I used to have excruciating, unbearable pain, only in my left ear. I used to scream and shriek so the entire plane could hear it. It was horrendous. I remember I had to keep my head in my mom's lap, and she used to press on my ear very tightly. Then I could get some relief. We used to typically get on 4 to 6 flights every summer vacation, and this happened every time. This went on for 7 or 8 years, I think. I tried everything, all types of breathing methods, but nothing worked. Then I remember I figured out a very simple formula of breathing that would pop my ears in 1 or 2 minutes, and I never had a problem after that. Even now, when I get on a flight, I have the same problem with my ears. But within 1 or 2 minutes of using the breathing method or formula, my ears pop. If I didn't have this formula, I would be screaming or crying even now at this age. But luckily, I know what to do now. Let me give you another example. Millions of people have trouble sleeping. The US Army figured out a simple sleeping formula to help their soldiers on the battlefield that puts people to sleep within 2 minutes. It's a very powerful and simple formula that can really help people. If soldiers on the battlefield can find it effective, just imagine how regular people who are suffering from sleep issues can benefit from it. Just search on YouTube for US Army sleep formula if you or anyone you know needs it. Now, regarding the formula that can take people out from the mind matrix and connect people to their spirit soul so they can follow spirit's guidance and remain in higher consciousness, I do have a very simple and extremely powerful formula. I teach it in my free course. But I ask you to read my free book first. I know what I teach is simpler and more powerful than I have seen anyone share as any other LOA methods, etc. Most people do not know this, what I teach. I've also coached people in the past, LOA, etc., but what I teach now is a lot simpler. Here is the simple truth. If you can learn how to hold the right vibration, reality is yours. If we can teach a group of people or society such as Hindus or nation or world how to hold the right vibration, reality is theirs. It's now time for humans to learn to transform, and the way to do it is learn how to hold the right vibration. But the only way is be very interested in spirituality, take spirituality very seriously. Even if you have very little time, because you don't need a lot of time with what I teach. Even 10 minutes per day is good to start with. Now I want to share the different parts of this process that I take people through. You will find the link in the description of this video if you want to start the same process. In the description, you will see this statement. Bharat means the Rath or chariot traveling in the Bha or light. This is a wonderful vision. We can all hold this powerful vision, and we will return back to that same energy. This is Yug Parivartan, so we can manifest the energies that we want. First, I asked people to read my article, How Spirituality Can Solve Bharat's Problems. This is a chat that I had with some Redditors on Reddit platform. It's a must read. It's really good. I was trying to tell people that spirituality can be simple, simple, simple. If you have very little time, just focus 10 minutes per day on spiritual stuff, on your spiritual or heart transformation. It doesn't matter what you believe. Your beliefs are going to change over time as you learn more. I don't care about your beliefs. We can all focus, 10 minutes per day on spiritual or heart transformation. So run away from people who try to change your beliefs, such as Abrahamic religions. Beliefs don't matter. These types of people, want to change your beliefs because they're more interested in controlling you. Okay, and what I want to do is I want to free you. That's why I'm telling you beliefs don't matter at all. Only spiritual or heart transformation matters. Next, I want to let people read my 3-page site, spiritualwarriors.org. That's spiritual-warriors.org. And I would recommend please read every page on this site. It's 3 pages because it's really excellent. On page 1, I introduce people to ancient Bharat, which people say was like a golden bird. We had 25% of the GDP of the entire world. It was highly, highly advanced in the consciousness. It was all based on spirituality. And I explained so many reasons why we were extremely powerful at that time. This is page 2 of the same site, spiritualwarriors.org. And on this page, I share an 18-minute video, which is an interview with a top psychic from Bharat. It's an excellent interview. And let me read parts of this interview and what I've written on this page. In this interview, the psychic talked a little bit about Kalki Avatar. I had created this site, spiritualwarriors.org, about 6 months earlier. And I said that at that time I had no knowledge of Kalki Avatar, if and when he will show himself. But a lot of what this lady psychic was saying, I agree with, because I can see the same energies, and I had also written the same things in my book, and I started creating my book in 2020. So now I have a little bit more knowledge about Kalki Avatar, because I've been watching videos from Occult Love channel, who's also a great Indian psychic. I believe that Kalki Avatar is going to manifest his power through all of us, through people such as me and you, or anybody who's on this path. I had earlier shared this video on the 108 Warriors of Kalki Avatar, which is also from Occult Love channel. I had asked you to go within and see if you resonate with that video. I had shared that in part 2. If you want to, read my book and take the free course, you will automatically be part of the Sena or Army of Light and Love of Kalki Avatar, because you will be getting spirit guidance daily, just like me. So now let me continue reading from page 2 of my site. Here the psychic said, currently we are going through a period of massive showdown, like there was a showdown at the time of the Mahabharata, similarly a war, a showdown, a struggle, by whatever name you may call it. A massive confrontation is going to happen now, and it's already started from 2012, and this will be even bigger than the Mahabharata. I said I agree with this. Everything that is happening in our world, such as bioengineered pandemics, global recession, financial turmoil, massive expansion of AI with tons of risks for humanity, global wars with crazy weapons, is all part of this showdown. Then over here, the psychic said this: a lot of warriors of the Mahabharata time have already taken birth, and they're here to help Lord Kalki in the final war. The Chiranjeevis, the warriors from the Mahabharata times, and apart from them, many characters from different worlds would participate and help Lord Kalki. And Mukesh asked her if she meant the aliens when she says people from other worlds. She said, for the people on Earth, they may seem like aliens, but a better way to put it would be calling them souls from the other worlds will help Lord Kalki, and according to her, this is not a new phenomenon. Souls from the other worlds had come to help reinstate Dharma, even during the Ramayana and Mahabharata wars. The same will happen this time too, and this war will be fought on a very large scale. Then I wrote this. I said I agree with this, and it's in my book also. In my book I say that there are currently hundreds of thousands of souls born during this time who are called starseeds in the West, who have been spiritual from a young age, just like me. I don't believe I am special. I believe we are all special. We are all children of the Most High. But many have lost their way. Now huge transformation is going on. And in my book, I lay out a very simple, almost effortless path to grow spiritually and be connected to one source, or to awaken in our awareness or consciousness. The psychic talks about a huge war between Lord Kalki and Kali that is currently going on, and everything that we see going on in the world is part of that war. I know this is happening on an energy level, but whether the people or the masses will see this avatar, Lord Kalki, or not, I don't know about that. On the energy level, I agree with everything she is saying. Whether we actually see Lord Kalki or not, I don't feel this is so important, because we humans cannot see many things that exist in the world. Now we're here. She said, when the change comes after the disastrous war between Lord Kalki and Kali, a lot of people are going to perish, and nobody should have any doubts on this. There is currently such a huge population who are adorned with the negatives of the Kali Yuga that all those who are not on the path of Dharma would have to go. And this is necessary for the establishment of Dharma. She said the earth was really overburdened by the vices of this Kali Yuga. The earth is unable to carry the weight of this adharma. All the climate change and tsunamis and earthquakes and cyclones that you see are the ways of nature to retaliate against this adharma. And I wrote this, I said, I feel this is true. I have read many other teachings of ancient people such as Hopis, and their prophecies are very similar to what this psychic is saying. I feel this is happening. Dharma does not mean some religious doctrine or practice that is part of some religion. It means human values or higher consciousness, understanding of the truth, understanding of divine love. That is who and what we are. I talk about this in my book and in what I teach. Okay, right here. I asked her whether India would become the Vishwa Guru. Will India and Indians have a role to play in the spread of Sanatan Dharma? She said, First of all, the Hindus and the Sanatanis of India will have to reform themselves. If the Hindus want to become part of the broader picture, then they will have to address the problems that they have. According to her, Hindus have become corrupt today. Society has been deeply corrupted. It has become very insensitive, very unlike its true character. There is a lack of purity. People have become lazy and indolent. People have become hedonistic and drawn towards luxury. The society has become money-oriented and materialistic. India would play a major role in the rise of Sanatan only when the Hindu society reforms itself. Immorality, corruption, non-vegetarianism, resorting to shortcuts, laziness, being fatalistic. Until and unless we can shun these qualities, Bharat would never become truly Sanatan Rashtra. And I said I agree. I believe we have lost the very high consciousness or the great spirituality that made this country great. And I believe a large part of that may have come from the language Sanskrit, the British schools that teach the young kids Sanskrit shlokas, which I also have in my site. They feel that it makes the kids higher thinking and inspired or more spiritual. If one doesn't want to go back to the Sanskrit in a mass way, then I have laid out a very simple path in my book to return back to higher consciousness. I also share a very simple 7-minute meditation that anyone can do. It's called light channeling. It will transform your life. Millions of people's lives in Bharat and outside have been transformed by it. It's free to learn. It's very short, only 7 minutes, and you don't need to go anywhere to learn it. It's all online and takes just a few minutes to learn it. Now we are here. And she said, the followers of Kali believe that Kali is the true God, and they are the ones who are on the right path. The Abrahamic religions think in this way. They believe that theirs is the only true religion, the rest are all useless. They believe heaven or Jannat or whatever they say can be earned only by following their path, whereas Sanatan allows questions being asked. It does not have problems. Sanatan allows different paths to be chosen. Sanatan does not have any issues in different deities and different ways of worship. The only condition is that tread the right path and maintain purity of thoughts, action, and speech. And whether you recite mantras or sing hymns, you worship standing or sitting in the lotus mudra, there is no issue at all. There is no prescription here, so that if you don't follow it, you become a heretic. Sanatan does not say that if you do not follow this prophet, then you are useless. Sanatan is not a jealous religion. It is not rigid and closed-minded. Sanatan is very open-minded, generous, and a vast macrocosm. So Kali has numerous followers and has been successful in creating an environment of illusion amongst them. They think Kali to be the real one. The real religion is one that does not have a shallow mindset. A dharma which is not exclusivist in nature, which is all-pervasive. A true religion is one which looks at the holistic picture and is tolerant of others. A belief system which is inclusive. And I said I absolutely agree with this. Now there's more to this interview. I highly recommend that you read this entire interview, which is on the second page of my site, spiritual-warriors.org. It's excellent. Okay, so this is the page 3 of the same site, spiritual-warriors.org. On the top there, I say, my book is available at the bottom of the page. But please read this page first. Initially what I do is I talk about how this site, spiritual-warriors.org, came about, how I was motivated to create it, because, what happened in New West Bengal, Palghar, etc., motivated me to create this. And I created this 6 months ago. I was also talking about the Army of Light and Love, spiritual warriors and revolutionaries. It's time to awaken and join the Light and Love revolution, join the Army of Light and Love. I had not seen this message from the psychic on occult love on the 108 warriors at that time, but I was having the same type of thoughts as she's having, a spiritual army, because I think I was being pulled in my heart by the same motivation from Lord Kalki as well. So then what I do is I talk about, let's create Bharat 2.0, new Bharat. Spirit told me to start 3 organizations: Higher Consciousness Foundation, which is the organization that teaches the formula that I talked about earlier. Spiritual Kshatriyas, or Spiritual Warriors, which is this site, the 3-page site. Teens Helping Bharat, Bharatiya Hindus, good people started young. And then the 4th organization, there's a 4th one now, which is Desh Prem, DESH-PREM.org, which is about how to create an energy of nationalism, patriotism, love of country, and pride in Bharat. It's also an excellent site. Go to DESH-PREM.org, and I will cover that later. Now we're still on the page 3 of my site, spiritual-warriors.org. This is a very good section where it said what is happening about the UFO ET disclosure in the USA and US congressional hearings. Everybody should read this about ETs. There's a lot of people in Bharat who do believe in ETs, including many of the ISRO scientists. Nambi Narayanan believes in ETs. A lot of people in Harvard and Stanford, they know that ETs are here, and so I talk a lot about this and what they're doing and everything. I've been studying this topic for many decades now, so everybody will get a lot out of reading this. Okay, there's 30 plus military whistleblowers have now come forward to give testimony to the DoD, Congress, and about the UFO, UFE programs. The Harvard professor who says aliens have visited, the Stanford professor who says aliens are 100% on Earth. In my opinion, most of the ETs are benevolent and highly advanced in their consciousness. Please read this, it's good. And further down on this page, page 3 of the site, I say have Hanuman Chalisa get-togethers and parties with your friends and loved ones. And I share a video that went viral that you can see about youth having Hanuman Chalisa party in a cafe in Gurugram. And tons of people were reacting on this video on YouTube. I've also started having Hanuman Chalisa online sessions daily at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Please attend those and invite everybody. Invite the old people, the young people, everybody. Okay, everybody needs to get involved, and let's create a energy of Sanatan and purify everybody. And also read my book. It's the link is on this page as well. To access my book, click here. And I recommend that you read at least 25 pages of my book, which will take half an hour. But if you can, read the full book, which will take 2 hours. This is my other site, Desh Prem, DESH-PREM.org. Okay, and the purpose of the site is to restore the energy of nationalism, patriotism, pride and love of country in Bharat. Okay, this is an excellent site. Sumiti loves it. And please go through it also. You're going to love this site as well. And my goal with this site is once I have enough traffic, enough people, loving my work, then eventually this Desh Prem will be a monthly newsletter. But I need a lot of help from people who, to make this entire vision happen. I cannot do everything by myself. Okay, so please do get involved. Please learn the formula. You're going to love everything. There's nothing not to love over here. Your life is going to totally transform and be heaven on earth if you start implementing all of this, and Bharat will become heaven on earth. Now, this is a very important post I put in my Telegram group. Please join the Telegram group and read all the pinned posts in there also. They will guide you to all my other work. What are starseeds here to teach? The number one thing that we are here to teach is how to make spirit a very important part of our equation or formula for living life and for life success, joy, abundance, etc. We also teach how to make the human monkey mind subservient to or under the control of spirit soul always. Because when we listen to Spirit's guidance and follow it to the best of our ability, then success is a given in whatever we are interested in or focused upon. Spirit is extremely or infinitely powerful, and it knows how to bring us to what we want. So once humanity learns how to hold the right vibration, reality is ours. This is the absolute truth, supported by quantum physics. If the mind acts independently, then it starts destroying everything. And what results is the Bharat and the world that we see today. I follow and teach a very simple spiritual success formula that never fails once you learn it. We all can live the life of our dreams and be living the world of our dreams if we learn and use this formula. This formula creates very strong flow in your life and in our world. And I teach all of this for free. The other thing that I want to show you is this quote from Einstein. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift and the rational mind is a faithful servant. And we have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. This is the same thing that I'm saying or teaching. We have to bring the human monkey mind subservient to the spirit soul. That is what Einstein is calling the intuitive mind, because humanity has trusted the mind a lot more in these times, or for centuries. That is the reason that this world is falling apart, and Bharat is falling apart. In order to regain our mastery and get our world back, we have to reverse this process. We need to trust the mind a lot less, and the spirit soul, or what Einstein calls the intuitive mind, a lot more. I believe this is why we lost the very high energy that existed in ancient Bharat, because we started trusting the mind a lot more. Now humanity is being asked to reverse this process and learn how to be masters on earth. This is what my book is all about. This is the main reason starseeds are here, to help humanity transform back to the intuitive mind, back to the masters who we are. Also teach humanity to let go of the fear and live in love. Choose love, not fear. Choose love, not fear. Because love is where our true power lies. You may not understand everything right now, but that's okay. Just give it some time. It takes time to grow into all of these concepts and ideas and make it a part of your life. So just, start reading my book. Take my free course if you can. It's very, very simple. And you will grow into it. Thank you. So I have 4 organizations: Higher Consciousness Foundation, Spiritual Warriors Group, Teens Helping Bharat, and Desh Prem. And I need a lot of help. I need good people who can step forward, who can help me. I want you to remember this statement that I shared earlier. If we can hold the right vibration, reality is ours. If If I can teach you how to hold the right vibration in your life, reality is yours in your life. If we can teach groups of people, or the cities or nations or the world to hold the right vibration, reality is theirs. And I believe that this is happening now. This is the reason that we're facing all of this crap, so that humanity can learn this. If we cannot hold the right vibration, or anybody who cannot hold the right vibration, their lives will go astray. Okay, they will enter depression. Time is coming when this is going to happen more and more now. Okay, but the time is coming that we are going to be masters on this earth now as well, because that is called heaven and earth. That is called golden age or Satyug. That is happening now. Okay, 5D. Okay, and we have to step into our power now. We have to step into our power now. One last thing that I want to say is that I recommend that you follow my YouTube channel, Awakening Bharat, and I'm going to have a lot of great information in there. Also my blog, I've got a Substack, also my Telegram group. Join that group. We were going to have 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Hanuman Chalisa and Bhageshwar mantra sessions there on a daily basis. Invite everybody, invite the young and old. Links of everything are in the description of this video.